I wanted to do some freshman advice. I just finished my freshman year. I'm gonna be a sophomore, so I feel like freshman year is still really fresh in my mind, and I think it'd be easier to give advice because I just went through it. Freshman year kind of sucked for me, and I think if I had known these things, it would have made it better. Now I'm gonna try to help you guys. If you're not a freshman, I think this is still helpful for high school, maybe. Hopefully, I don't know. Give this video a thumbs up, comment down below anything you want, subscribe, and let me know if you want any more like school related videos, because I'm down. Participate. Okay, so go to games, go to dances, they're fun. Even if it's just with a group of girls, or just with a group of guys, or like whoever you're friends with, just go with your friends. And you don't have to go with dates, it literally doesn't matter. Would definitely recommend playing high school sports because you will meet so many people. You grow a lot closer with people that you already do know. So for example, I played soccer with these people for like 3 years on club, but then after the first year of high school, I actually really got to know them a lot better because we just spent so much more time together. That really helped me through fall of high school year, so definitely recommend joining high school sports. Also, if you don't already play a sport that you could play in high school, just try a new one because it's just such a good way to be friends with people. And sports are also how you make friends with upperclassmen, like your captains. So captains practices, that's a lot of times how you make friends with upperclassmen. But also at these things, be aware that you're a freshman and that people are gonna think you're really annoying, so just kind of I don't know. Oh, a really good activity to do is Model UN. I did it last year. It's literally so chill. And if you do it with a friend, then that's your partner. You literally, at least at my school, it's so chill. We had one 45-minute practice once a week. And it looks good in college apps. And when you get to be a senior, you can take a leadership position, which also looks super good. And you can letter in it. Super easy. Definitely recommend. But maybe make sure it's super chill at your school too, because I don't want to make you guys sign up for something hardcore, Model UN, aggressive, you know? So also with participate in class. I don't do this because I'm just a little socially anxious gal, but I wish I could. And so if you can, I would definitely recommend doing that. Just try to talk to people, try to ask questions, get to know your teachers because some of them are really nice. Especially English teachers. I don't know why, but English teachers are always so dope. They just are. Okay, grades. So freshman year, your grades matter. They affect your GPA. They affect what college you're gonna get into. They matter. But they do not define you. Just try not to compare yourself to others because as long as you're trying your very best, then you're doing great. So that's all that matters. There's this quote that I really love about trying your best, and I'll put it on the screen. It's really hard for me to explain, but you'll get it once you read this. So yeah, I just love that, especially when you're going through stuff. It just really helps me to think about that. Don't be that bitch that complains about getting a 90%. That's annoying. There's always going to be someone who scored lower than you, and so when you're complaining about a really good score that is literally an A, it's just going to really upset people, and they're not going to want to be your friend. So don't do that. Be a good friend. If you have a big project or test coming up, it really helps me to remember that no matter what happens, eventually it will be over. So if I have a presentation and I'm really scared I'm going to mess up, yeah, I'll probably end up messing up, but I'll get through it, and eventually it will be over. And eventually the class will be done, and I'll be able to leave and go to my next class, and the day will continue. So just remember that. Get stuff done during the school, during your prep, during work time in class. Just get it done, and then when you get home, you can watch Netflix or you can binge watch my just know that if you didn't do anything in middle school, this transition is just going to be a tad bit harder for you. Learn how to take good notes before the school year starts. So there's a lot of YouTube videos on how to take good notes. I'll link some that I really like down below. I did this, and it just really helps me. Taking notes is a really big part of high school. No matter what class you're taking, it's going to be a big part of it. To remember stuff. You have to study, and you're supposed to do that on your own, and you're supposed to be responsible enough to do that, so. So friends. You will make so many new friends, and all of those friends will make new friends, and your friends will make new friends, and your old friends will make new friends. There's just going to be a lot of new people making friends, and that can be scary, and change can be scary. Just know that you're going to be friends with who you're meant to be friends with, and everything will work out in the end, and you'll find good people who make you happy and stuff like that. Yeah, don't go into high school with the expectation that you're gonna stay friends with the same people that you've been friends with since 6th grade, because that's just not really realistic. But a lot of times those friendships change, especially if you're not all going to the same high school. But for those that aren't going to the same high school as a lot of their friends, make sure that you're just staying connected with them in like a group chat, Snapchat, Instagram, whatever. Those are really good friendships and you don't want to lose those. When you go into high school with the expectation that you're going to stay friends with the same people, you kind of put yourself in a bubble where you only think you can be friends with these certain people. That really limits you from exploring a lot of other friendships that could be really good for you and make you really happy. So yeah, just try to keep an open mind about like friendships in high school. Also, make friends with smart people. You know, this is like really good because if you're confused, they can help you, and maybe you know more stuff about a topic and you can help someone who doesn't know as much, and just, you know, pay it forward. AP classes. If you aren't taking any freshman year, that's totally fine, totally normal. Most people don't take any. I took AP Gov and AP Stats freshman year. That was hard. And if you're not taking any AP classes, that's totally fine. Sophomore year, just try to take one just so you can kind of like experience it and like kind of challenging yourself more. If you are taking an AP class, make a study group with smart people and then get together and make a study guide. Know that you're gonna fail the first couple tests. In my AP Gov class, I got 3 C's for my first 3 tests, but I still ended up with a really good grade. We just had a lot of extra projects and stuff because he knows that we kind of failed. Eventually, you'll get the hang of it. You'll fail the first few, but then you'll get the hang of it. So just remember that and don't lose hope because you will get better. Mental health. So high school is where your mental health literally goes to die. It's so much more important than any grade or any test score or any homework assignment. So much more important. Going into freshman year, if you're struggling with anxiety, depression, any other mental illness, please talk to your counselor because they will help. By law, they have to give you accommodations because if you have mental illness, they have to treat it like a physical illness, such as a broken leg or whatever. So they have to give you accommodations. This is called a 501 plan. It can be so helpful to people. It can let you leave class early, change your schedule around, so many things. Make your teachers aware of your situation. And then this will just help them be like easier on your deadlines and stuff like that because they know that you're going through stuff. I just wanted to tell you guys about this because I didn't know about it until the end of freshman year. And I think that if I had learned about it earlier, that would have been so beneficial. I feel like a lot of people don't know about this, so I'm telling you guys so you know, and you can go into freshman year or any other year of high school with this good information. So yeah, talk to your counselor. It's not like something to be ashamed of. I have one, and I have a friend who has one, and a friend that goes to a different high school and he also has one. Every high school offers it. So for me, my counselor and I met last spring before the new school year started, and we kind of just talked about like how to inform my teachers and like stuff that would be helpful for me. So last year I had prep first hour second semester, which I realized was super helpful because if I just like was feeling super anxious or something was happening, I could just like skip first hour and just take time to or like it would also help me get into my day. She's gonna try to put student prep first hour both semesters. Also is requesting people to be in my lunch, like some of my friends, because that also just calms my anxiety to have people that I'm friends with in my classes and in my lunch. She's also helping me get teachers that are better for me in my situation, teachers that she knows have had experience with this stuff and are super nice and like lenient and like just really helpful and compassionate and caring. And I love my counselor. She's a freaking angel. I just don't know how to do without her. Make a really good relationship with your counselor in the future. They'll be more inclined to help you out and change your schedule around and stuff like that. You don't have to take standardized tests. If you are suffering with a mental illness that will affect your standardized testing, you can get a note from your doctor and you don't have to take it. You do not have to take it. Don't abuse this because it could get rid of the ability for people who actually need it to use it. Same goes for 501 plans and like accommodations. Please don't like abuse this because that's a real dick move. This is kind of a big part of the reason that I wanted to make this video is because in a lot of freshman advice or just high school advice, I have never once heard anyone talk about that. Try to stay out of drama because you guys already know this, but it's just so unnecessary. It causes so many fights and disagreements, and just don't talk crap about people and you'll probably be fine. Just try to be the bigger person, just like let it go. And juuling, weed, drugs, alcohol, all that stuff, it's not gonna make you cooler. And when you go into the bathroom to jewel, it's annoying and it's an expensive habit and people get annoyed. So don't do it. I mean, you can if you want, just know that you're probably gonna die sooner. So as long as you're okay with that. I don't know, I've just had so many horrible things from like smoking and stuff like that happen to family members, and I do not think it's worth it at all, so just don't do that. Okay, so how to survive your first day. A week before school starts, go in with a sibling who's an upperclassman, or like if you have any friends who have upperclassmen siblings, go with them. Walk your schedule, figure out where all your classes are, and this is going to ease your nerves for the first day so much. I knew exactly where every single class was, and I just walked right to it. Everyone was like freaking out, like knew where it was. It was so nice. Also, if you do get lost, just ask someone in the hallway. Just be like, oh, do you know where Mr. Blank's room is, or where's the math hallway, or where's the English suites? Just anything, just ask. This might not be good advice, but if you're in class and you're super bored, daydream. I mean, this might not be the best for your grades, but if you are really bored, daydream. And don't get mad at me if your grades suffer from that. It's just a boredom advice little hack I do all the time. Okay, I just wanted to end this video by saying that everything will be okay and everything is going to work out. No matter your grades, no matter your GPA, there will be a college for you. You're probably meant to go to that college. Everything's going to work out no matter your grades, no matter your GPA, no matter your ACT score, SAT score. Anything like that. There are community colleges, there are colleges with like 99% acceptance rates. There are so many options for you. And even if a college isn't in your path, like everything's gonna work out okay, trust me. One test does not define you, one test does not mean that you're going to live on the streets. Okay, so I think that's it for my video. If you want any more like school videos, back to school videos, let me know. I'll make them for you. Give us a thumbs up, comment down below anything you want. And I hope this helped you, especially the 501 plan thing, because no one knows about that. Just don't take advantage of it, because that's a real thing to move. Give us a thumbs up, comment down below anything you want, subscribe, and I hope you guys all have an amazing school year. I love you. Hope your freshman year is better than mine.